Hey y'all, don't worry, I did not abandon you. So if you watched my last video, you would have seen where I was just frustrated and have been frustrated with the workforce, like the regular 9 to 5, for quite some time now. And I really just I don't like it. So I have been spending not all, but most of my energy building a platform for my business. So that's why I've been kind of MIA with y'all lately, but don't worry, I'm still here. I did want to come and make this video. I actually wanted to make this video yesterday, but I don't know, I guess things got a little hectic, so I didn't. This is the first week of school. Today's Wednesday, so I'm getting the girls situated for that. So yeah, the week hasn't been too crazy, but like I said, I've been using most of my energy building my platform for my business. So yeah, that's where I've been. But anyways, I wanted to make this video not only to let y'all know that I'm still here, okay, y'all will still be hearing from me, but to also remind you, okay, you know, on my platform that I'm always talking about getting to know yourself and believing in yourself and knowing who you are, because I really do think that those things are important. So yesterday I was talking to my girls. Well, I was talking to my oldest daughter yesterday about this, and then I talked to my younger daughter about this today while my oldest was in the car. But I was telling them that, okay, so a little bit of a backstory, if you haven't watched any of my other videos, is that I grew up in a Christian household. So you can say that I was Christian. I'm not going to say that I was never Christian. Or maybe I can. Yeah, I wasn't Christian, but I followed Christianity and the Christian rules because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. So yeah, like, I don't know if you would call that Christian or whatever. That's besides the point. But I was explaining to my daughters that you can believe in whatever God you want to believe in. Because at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong God to believe in. There are so many different religions. So you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. But before you do that, before you go and research another God to believe in, before you go and start reading up on other gods, believe in yourself first. You come first. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Know yourself. Know thyself. Know yourself first before you know another God. And I come across this a lot, where a person will study their religion's God to the point where they know them. They know what angers them. They know what makes them happy. They know how to serve them, but they know nothing about themselves. And I do blame parents for that, because a lot of parents don't teach their children to study themselves, to know themselves, and to believe in themselves. So instead of blindly and first and foremostly, I don't know if that's the word, but whatever, believing in another God, believing in a power outside of yourself, believe in yourself first. Then you can believe in another God. Then you can serve a God outside of yourself. Then you can do research and find out how you can serve that God. So I just think it is important to really, really know yourself. Get to know yourself. Ask yourself those uncomfortable questions. Know what your triggers are. Know what truly brings you joy. And when you do all that, you tend not to waste any time. I truly felt like I wasted. I don't even want to say it's wasted, but I feel like I wasted, but I don't want to say that, but whatever. I really feel like I wasted so much of my life working for other people, because that's what was safe. That's what I was told to do. Even though I've always known that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I was never happy working for someone else. And like I said in my last video, the longest I've ever held a job is 4 years, and that was literally only because it was a family. It was a family business, not my family's business, but I felt part of the family, because literally it was mother, father, son, and then me. So, and I still talk to them to this day, even though I don't work there anymore. I literally still talk to them to this day. So I do feel like I stayed because I was kind of adopted into the family once I started working there, once they started to get to know me. But anywhere else, especially a corporate job that I've worked at, 2 years is my max. I don't last long in jobs because I don't want to work for other people. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. That's always been my calling. So had I known myself, then I would have went down that path a long time ago. It wasn't until I really started to I want to say disconnect from what I thought to be true, or I stopped believing what I thought to be true, and I really started looking into I started looking into other religions, number one, and then number two, I started looking within myself for things. Instead of praying to God for something, I look within myself to figure out how can I get that myself, how can I make it happen, because you have the power to do everything. And even when you're praying to another God, you're giving that deity your power to give back to you to do whatever it is that you're asking for. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And that's why I say, like, yeah, I believe in God, but I believe in the God within me. I don't believe in the God that Christians believe, because I don't believe that there's a God outside of myself. Now, if I choose to serve something outside of myself, then I get to decide what that is. And I do. Like, I'll jump from one to another depending on what my needs are at the time. And that's what I told my girls. They can serve whatever God they want. They can serve whatever God they feel fit for them at the time. There's no judgment. There's no pressure. But just know yourself first. That's first and foremost. Know yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in your power. Then go search out there. Then go serve a God, whatever God that you want, for whatever reason that you want. And that's another thing, like, you have to do your research. You have to know what each God stands for. You have to know what they're gonna give you, what their temperaments are when they don't get what they want. So yeah, that's really it. That's it. It's a quick video. It's a short video. Like I said, I wanted to let y'all know that I'm here. I'm still here. Okay, but I've really been focused on my other I have another YouTube channel for my business, and if you want to follow me, I'll put it down in the caption, or subscribe to me or whatever. I'll put it down in the caption. But yeah, focus on yourself first and foremost. If you don't know yourself, you should not be focused on religion, regardless of what your friends, family, or whoever says. If you don't know yourself, you should not be focused on religion. Know yourself first. Then figure out what religion you want to go to. Then figure out what because religion is a group. It's just a group of people who believe in the same God. That's all it is. A group of people who believe in the same God. So after you figure out who you are, you learn yourself, you know who you are, then figure out what group best aligns with you for you to feel more like yourself. That's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Once I get my business like situated, like, you know, I'm kind of situated in there, I will be making more videos on this channel, but for now, most of my energy will be going on that side. So yeah. Or you know what too, once I'm I'm gonna save that for the next video. Okay. All right, I'll see you guys next time.